When it comes to agriculture, 2021 will be mostly remembered for the unflinching protests by the farmers of Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, which led to the scrapping of the 3 farm laws. The repeal of the laws was celebrated and hailed as the biggest win for the farmers. If this is good news, then this is the only good news for the farm sector this year. Like much of the previous years, agriculture continued to suffer due to extreme weather events because of climate change. The year began with 2 major cyclones battering both the east and the west coast of India. First, it was Cyclone Taukte that made landfall in Gujarat after bringing very heavy rainfall to the 3 states of Karnataka, Goa and Maharashtra. Taukte was ferocious. In Gujarat, it damaged 80% of the Kesar mango crop, which was ready for harvest. This apart from destroying large swathes of farmland with standing moong and bajra. The state government's initial estimate puts crop damage at Rs 1,200 crore. A few days after Cyclone Taukte, Cyclone Yas hit the east coast. Agriculture in Odisha and West Bengal was badly affected. Over 150 villages in Odisha were flooded, mostly destroying vegetable farms. Here too, the state government estimated the losses to be over Rs 600 crore. Yas and Taukte were headline events, just like the locust attacks of 2020. But the trend of crop loss because of extreme climatic conditions seems to be increasing every passing year. Food and Agriculture Organization's assessment shows that 2010 to 2019 was the most turbulent decade for disasters globally. This means that there were fewer disaster peaks in the 2010s. This is also true for India. In July, floods in Maharashtra damaged standing crops. This was followed by a 24% rain deficit in August and 35% rain excess in September. Then again in October, heavy rains destroyed harvest-ready crops in many districts of Kerala. The devastation continued even towards the end of the year. In November, unprecedented rainfall caused huge loss of life and property in the South Indian states of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. Data from the last 5 years show that an area close to 36 million hectares of farmlands was affected by hydrometeorological calamities. To put this in context, this affected area is bigger than India's largest state, that is Rajasthan. There is no cumulative assessment of monetary damage from crop loss of all these years, but an indication of the scale of damage can be gauged by extrapolating the crop damage figures of 2016, when damage to crops on 6.65 million hectares area was estimated to value Rs 4,052 crore. This figure was submitted by the government in Lok Sabha in 2020. Now, if this is applied to 36 million hectares of crop area India has lost since 2016, the figure translates to a whopping Rs 29,939 crore, meaning almost Rs 30,000 crore loss to farmers. This would only be an indicative figure, as the 2017 evaluation of the crop damage suggests. In 2017, while the crop damage was in less area compared to 2016, the value of such damage was more than double, that is Rs 8,761 crore. So, a lot also depends on the type of crops and the sowing season. For example, farmers suffer more losses if the crop loss happens during the Kharif season, as most earn during that time. But the signs are written on the wall. It is climate change and the freak and extreme weather events that have become the biggest pain for Indian farmers. This is particularly distressing because almost 85% of farmers in India are small or marginal, which means they possess less than 2 hectares of land. These farmers do not have the wherewithal to stand up or fight these extreme weather events. And on top of that, they are let down by a poor insurance and compensatory mechanism. For example, since 2018-19, claims worth Rs 66,460 crore have been filed under Pradhan Mantri Bima Fasal Yojana, which is the flagship insurance scheme of the government. Out of this, over Rs 3,300 crore is still pending due to reasons like payment failure or pending of state subsidy in the scheme. Globally, it has been acknowledged that extreme weather is the reason for majority of crop losses that farmers face. Even the FAO acknowledges this in their report called State of Food and Agriculture 2021. And just to remind everyone that all this we are seeing when the average global temperatures have risen by just 1 degree Celsius. What will happen if the temperatures rise by 1.5 degrees Celsius or 2 degrees Celsius or even more? What will be India's plan? Especially in the coming year when the government's own deadline to double farmers' income is approaching. The need of the hour is to build climate resilient mechanisms because 2022 may be a lot worse than the one we are ending on December 31.